Welcome to the first training video inside Dispatcher University Lite, which is my free mini course for truck dispatchers, where I will show you step by step how to start a successful truck dispatching business from scratch. Okay. And this training video is no different. In this training video, I'm just going to give you a bird's eye view of the model that we're going to follow. Okay. The business model that we need to follow, all the steps we need to take, all the systems that we need to set up in order to find success. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it. All right. So here we are inside the model, and here's what we're going to cover in today's training video. I'm going to start off by explaining a little bit about who I am and why you should even listen to me in the first place. So I'll give you a little bit of background on me because I'm assuming most of you don't know who I am. And then after that, we will talk about the big picture. Okay. The business model that we need to follow. So I'll walk you through that step by step. We'll also talk about the course curriculum, what you're going to learn in this free mini course, as well as my paid program called Dispatcher University. We'll talk more about that later. And then finally, I'm just going to summarize all this up for you at the end, give you some homework to do as well. So pretty simple stuff today, nothing too crazy. Okay. Now, before we just jump into it, let me just get some housekeeping things out of the way. First and foremost, sign up for the newsletter. You can go to dispatcheruniversity.com/newsletter to sign up, and you can sign up there for important updates regarding the Guild 22 community. So anytime I add new courses, new training, new tools or templates for you to use, you will be the first to find out if you're on the newsletter. If you're not on there, you might miss it. So make sure you sign up. Also, make sure you follow me on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. You can follow me there for exclusive content that you won't find anywhere else. And on YouTube, you can find me at Guild22. On Instagram, it's Guild22 LLC. And on TikTok, it's Guild22 Trucking LLC. And of course, I would really appreciate it if you guys help spread the word about this community. Share this course with your friends and family or just on social media, because I know that we can start a revolution together and change people's lives. But I need your help in order to do that. So I hope you guys help me in accomplishing that goal. Also, quick warning, this is the most important video in the course. Watch the entire video. Don't skip. Don't fast forward. I'm going to say this at the start of every single training video, but I mean it every time. Okay. In this moment of time, this is the most important training video. So make sure you actually go through all of it. You take notes throughout this training video. Otherwise, if you start skipping portions of this video, it's not going to make sense to you. So watch the entire thing. If it's too long, let's say this is an hour long, an hour and a half, you don't have that much time to spend just watching me ramble. You can just put the video in 2x speed, and you can do that in the bottom right-hand corner. There should be a little cog wheel. Click on that little settings tab. Click on that, click on playback speed, and change it to 1.5 times, change it to 1.75 or 2x speed, whatever works for you. So with all that out of the way, let me just get right into it. So who am I? Well, my name is Gurpreet Gill. This is my brother Mani, and together we co-own Guild 22. Okay, so that's the parent company that houses 3 of our trucking companies. We have a transportation company that has all the assets. It has our freight brokerage company in there. We own trucks. We have company drivers. We have owner operators in there. We have our own MCDOT authority. So that is our transportation company. We also have a truck dispatching business, which is our oldest company in that group. And it's also our most profitable company. And then finally, we have a trucking software / truck course type of business that we just started. So those 3 companies are all wrapped up into our one parent company called Guild 22, and that's what we co-own. Mani runs more like the day-to-day operations. He's the COO, so he runs more of the operations side. He handles all the dispatch management, handles all of our dispatchers, and I'm more of the sales and marketing head. Okay, so that's why you see me on these videos instead of him. So I hope that made sense. I know it's very complex, but it wasn't always set up this way. Okay. We just started with a truck dispatching business back in 2016, and we slowly grew that to a trucking company. And then we started a freight brokerage, and then we just built a trucking software pretty recently. But in the beginning, we just started with a truck dispatching business when I was just a senior in high school. And over the past 8 to 10 years, we have worked with over 500 carriers. I know this because I went back and counted. Okay. 500 carriers in about 8 years. Now, if you think about it, it's not really a flex. All right. It means that we weren't able to retain a lot of these carriers. In the beginning, we were getting a lot of interest. 20 to 30 people would sign up to use our dispatching services every single month. But of those 20 to 30, only 95% of them would leave, and only 5% would stick around for another month. That is a horrible churn rate. And it was all because our dispatching wasn't that great. But over the years, we've been able to build out processes and systems. We have standardized our dispatch quality. So now we're doing a lot better. And actually last year, we were able to crack 7 figures for the first time and make about $1.4 million in revenue just from our truck dispatching company. So yeah, I'm very happy with that. Now, because of the success that we had in trucking, we started teaching other people how to make more money in trucking. So now we teach over 100,000 carriers, dispatchers, and brokers how to make money in trucking for free. And I do this through my social media channels. So you might have seen me on YouTube or Instagram, and that's where I teach most of these people that I talk to. So on YouTube, we have over 100,000 subscribers on there, over 120,000 by now at the time of making this video. On Instagram, we have 1,200. I don't really post much on there. And on TikTok, we have 10,600. Now, I'm not showing you all this to brag. I'm just trying to show you that I know what I'm talking about. I have experience in this industry doing this stuff myself. And I'm not just a guru that makes my money selling courses for $97. All right. We make our money through truck dispatching, and this is what we're experts at. So you're in good hands. Now, you might be wondering, well, how did you actually do this? Okay, I get that you found success in this industry, but how did you actually do it? How did you get there? What systems did you actually build? And that's exactly what I want to show you in the big picture. So let me actually exit out of the full screen and open up this model that I made for you. And this right here is all the systems that we need to set up for your truck dispatching business in order for you to find success. Okay. And it might look really confusing, but I'm going to walk you through it step by step. So let me actually zoom in and start from the beginning at the business level. So think of this as step number 0. Okay. This is your actual business, the concept of your business. What are you going to sell? Who are you going to sell it to? What type of offer are you going to make? You need to have all those questions answered before you even think about starting a business. And that's exactly what again, step number 0 is supposed to be. And I'm going to show you how to do this in the next training video. But as you can see right here, all any business ever does is take their clients from their current situation that they're in to their desired situation that they want to go to. And the way that you do it, how you help them do this, is your product or service. That's it. Okay. That's as complex as your business needs to be. And again, I will walk you through this step by step in the next training video and help you do this, help you set up your business. After you have set up your business, then you can actually start implementing some traffic. So we need some people to show interest in our services, in our dispatching service, in our business. So how do we do that? Well, there's 6 different ways to do it. And I'm going to show you all these in detail in just a few training videos. But really quickly, there's paid media, which is like Facebook ads. There's earned media, which is when you create content, say on YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok. There's owned media, which is like an email list. These are people you can reach out to whenever you want. You don't have to rely on an algorithm. You don't have to pay Facebook, X number of dollars to reach X number of people. You know that if you have 20,000 people on your email list, you send one email, you will reach 20,000 people. Okay, simply put. So that's owned media, very, very powerful. There's also outbound. So think of like cold calling. That's when you're reaching out to a customer and they're not necessarily reaching out to you. So that's cold calling. There's affiliates. So you could use someone like an influencer. They promote your business. They promote your product for a percentage. That's another way you can find clients. And finally, referrals. These come from your current clients. So they will give you reviews. They will provide word of mouth and bring new clients to your business without you having to pay them or anything. Now, I know most of you guys probably still don't know what I'm talking about. With most of this, you probably haven't done any sales or marketing. So all of this is brand new to you, which is totally fine. Again, I have a whole training video that we're going to go through, I believe in the next few training videos. So if you don't understand it right now, it's totally fine. I just want to give you a quick overview. All you need to know for now is that at the traffic level, we're just getting people to say they're interested in our dispatching service. But just because they're interested, it doesn't mean that they're going to actually pay us $2,000 to $3,000 per month to provide them dispatching. And that's where the funnel comes in. With this funnel, we're just going to take all of this traffic, all of these people that say they're interested in our service, we're going to put them in on one end. And by going through this entire system, this machine that we've built, they will come out as a paying customer. And this is the exact 4-step system that I use for my truck dispatching business. And I have already built this out for you guys. Again, we'll talk more about this later. But for right now, let me just give you a quick rundown of how this actually works. How we're able to turn cold leads, just people saying they're interested, into paying customers. So it all starts at the opt-in page. They'll land here, whether you're running paid advertising, whether you're creating content on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, whether you are doing cold calls, it doesn't matter. All these traffic sources will land on this opt-in page. And on this opt-in page, you're just going to collect 2 things, the name and email. That's it. After you collect their name and email, then you're going to send them to a VSL page. And on this VSL page, you're going to have a case study where you explain, how do you provide your dispatching services? What type of results you've received for other carriers? Who do you actually work with? And all that fun stuff. Even if you've never worked with a carrier before, you can still create a solid case study video. And again, I'll explain how to do that later. So that's where the VSL page comes in. You provide value to them for free. And after they watch that video, at the end of it, you will tell them to schedule a call with you. And on this call is again where you'll provide more free value to them. And at the end of it, you will pitch them to work with you and close the deal. It's that simple. Okay. Just a very simple 4-step system that works very, very well. And again, I have this entire system already built out for you, and we will talk more about it in the funnel training video that I have for you in this free mini course. So that's that. The last thing I want to talk to you guys about is the service. Okay. This is what you're actually going to provide to the carriers that are going to be signing on with you. And there's 2 different levels of services that you need to provide. The first one is the freebie or the lead magnet. So let's just talk about that. The freebie is essentially what you're going to give away for free to collect name and email. So if you guys remember, I just told you that all the traffic that you're going to get, all of them are going to come to your opt-in page and give you their name and email. But why are they going to give you their name and email? There has to be a reason, something that you're giving away, something of value that they want in order for them to trade their name and email for it. And that's exactly where this freebie comes into play. You will give away something for free. You will advertise that in your different traffic sources. Those people that are interested in it, they will click into your opt-in page. They will provide you their name and email, and then they get that free thing in this VSL page. So for example, I've provided you a few different examples that you can use. The best one that I like to use is called the case study. So that's the example that we just talked about. But if you don't want to do that, if you don't want to show up on video, it's totally fine. You can do something like tools and templates. So you can give away something of value like a calculator of some kind. You can provide some sort of training. You can provide a free mini course, kind of like the one you're going through right now, a free guide, a free checklist, quiz, calculator. There's a bunch of different ideas you can implement. I personally really, really like the case study, and that's exactly what we use in our truck dispatching business. So again, you will create a free service or a free product that you will give away for free in order for people to show interest and give you their name and email. Now, obviously, I don't want to just give away free stuff. I also want to make money providing some sort of dispatching service to these clients as well. Make $2,000, $3,000 per month from each truck. So I will have my free offer, which is what we talked about, and I'll have a core offer. And that's where my dispatching service will come into play. Now, dispatching is just the basic thing that you can provide. There's other things you can include in your service to make it more valuable. So I've given you some ideas over here. You can provide dispatching, obviously. You can provide the phone support. You can provide financial tracking, invoicing, HOS tracking, compliance, driver recruiting, that's huge, and even shipper leads. All of these are things you can add to your core offer to make it worth more and charge higher prices. Okay. That's exactly how we're able to charge 10% while our competitors are charging 3% and they're still struggling to find carriers. So again, we'll talk more about this in a future training video, in the service training video. But right now, I just wanted to introduce you to this concept. So yeah, that's really about the essentials that we need to cover. I will go through these two things in just a second, but let me just very quickly summarize all this up for you. We start with the foundations, the business. What are you actually selling? Who are you selling it to? We're going to talk about that in the next training video. Then we have the traffic. How do we find people interested in your business? And how do we get them interested in your business? That's what we're going to cover in the traffic training video. After we find people that are interested, we need to turn them into clients. And that's where we send them to our funnel. So this entire funnel, we need to build that out for your business as well. I have already built this out for you with my trucking software. We will discuss this more in the funnel training video. And then finally, the actual service that you're going to provide. You need a free offer and you need a core offer, both of which is what we talk about in the service training video. So yeah, nothing too complicated, nothing too crazy. All right. And it will all make more sense to you as you make your way through this free mini course. Now, I should also mention that you won't be able to do all this if you don't set up solid, actionable goals for yourself. If you're actually serious about making money in this industry, then you need to set goals for yourself. Okay. And that's exactly what I want you to do. So I'm actually going to give you access to this entire board that I'm looking at right now. So that should be in the description below. And when you get to this, I want you to come into this main menu right over here, click on these three dots, go to board and click on make a copy. Okay. And make a copy for yourself. And in that copy, I want you to go ahead and update this. Okay. Change your name over here, obviously. So for me, it would be Gurpreet Goals, and then write out the top 3 goals that you have for yourself when it comes to truck dispatching. All right. Make sure that you do that so you can actually come back in here every single day and track how well you're doing, how much progress you're actually making. So not only do you need to set up goals if you want to actually set up this business, but you also need to get your mindset right. I used to think that mindset didn't really matter. Okay. Like it was just some sort of myth that people perpetuated just to sell their ebooks. But the longer that I've been in business, the greater impact that I realize it has even on my life. Okay. So that's why I ended up creating a mood board for myself, something that I can look at every single day. And this is actually my phone background, believe it or not. But I created this mood board for myself just to show myself like, this is what I want to achieve. These are all my dreams in one page. So I have some of my materialistic things that I would like to accomplish that define success for me. But I also have some immaterial things, some experiences that I would like to live. Just travel the world 24/7, 365 days a year and not have to be tied down in one place. That would be a dream come true. I want to move to the largest penthouse in my city. That would be another really cool goal, kind of materialistic as well. So this is like my materialistic section, but I also have some other things that I would like to accomplish, some hobbies, some goals that I would like to accomplish. I would like to be more charitable to the CASA Aid. That's a foundation that I support, and I would like to send more money to them. Okay. I also have a few hobbies that I would like to pursue. Okay. Spend more time doing Muay Thai, more time surfing. I can't really surf in Chicago, but if I was traveling the world, spend more time surfing. Okay. I want to grow my social media channels, have a greater impact on everyone in the trucking industry, grow my trucking companies, add more trucks to our business, retire my family, just buy them a massive house for all the effort that they put into me. And then of course, I have an actual monetary goal that I want to hit. It would be really, really cool if I could hit $5 million per year from my truck dispatching business. So I kind of have a long ways to go, just a few million off, but I think I will be able to hit it within the next 10 years. So yeah, this has really helped me having a mood board like this, but you don't need to do all this. But what you do need to do is fill out this worksheet right over here that I've created for you. And this is your definite chief aim worksheet. In this worksheet, we're just going to help define your main goal. And we're just going to follow Napoleon Hill's advice in Think and Grow Rich. And we're going to write your goal, when you'll achieve it, and what you'll give back when you achieve that goal. I want you to read your answers out every morning and night. And this will just help keep your goal clear and your motivations strong. If you lose your motivation, if you lose your desire to win, to succeed, then no matter what business plan you have, what business model you're following, it will fail because you're just not going to take strong enough action to make it a reality. So yeah, anyways, I just wanted to go over this really quickly. I will have this definite chief aim worksheet in the description below alongside this big picture model as well. So you can make a copy of this, look at it every single day, and kind of just check your progress on how things are going. All right. So with that being said, let me just head back into our slides and we can pick back up where we left off. So we talked about the big picture. I showed you what that looks like. The next few things I want to talk about is just to recap everything in the big picture, just to summarize it up. First and foremost, I want you to understand the power of having an insane offer. Having an incredible offer is the crux of your business. Without it, you will definitely fail. Okay. And that's why we have a freebie plus a core offer, like our core product or service. We're giving something away for free on the front end to attract people in, and we're having a solid dispatching service on the back end to get them to actually convert into paying customers. But that's only possible if you actually make a solid offer to the market. And it's the ultimate sales funnel and traffic generator, having an insane offer. The goal you want to set for yourself is to make an offer so good that people feel stupid saying no. And that comes directly from Alex Hormozi in his $100 million offers book. This is something that we will talk more about in the next training video. I have an offer worksheet for you where you will walk through it step by step, just answer the questions in there, and we will build a solid offer for your business together. So again, it's very important you actually go through and do all these worksheets. Now, not only do I want to talk about that, but I also want to just emphasize how important it is to provide value upfront. Okay. This is the only way to gain a stranger's trust. And when someone trusts you, they are more willing to buy from you. If you do this correctly, if you actually provide a freebie that is very valuable on the front end, that will not only build your email list, your social following, but it will also bring in your future customers, because everyone that signs up to be in your funnel, they have to sign up for that free thing that you're giving away. And if it's valuable, then they will turn into customers. If it's not valuable, if it's just something that you pasted together in like 30 seconds, then people are not going to get enough value from it. They're not going to know that you can provide them results. Okay. So that's why it's really, really important that the free thing that you're giving away, you actually put effort into it. And again, I will show you how to do that in a future training video. Now, just ask yourself, why do you think Mr. Beast gives away so much for free? Why does he spend millions and millions of dollars on YouTube videos that people can watch for free while they're in the bathroom? Well, it's obviously because he wants to build $1 billion business around himself, and he's been able to do that only because he's the only one on YouTube that is making content like him, that is spending that much money on YouTube videos like him. So many people get so much value out of him for free that they know that his paid stuff will be 100% worth it. He doesn't need to beg people to buy his chocolate or buy his burgers that he's selling. People just do that automatically. They're buying it in bulk and it's selling out. So I just want you to keep that in mind as you're making your way through this free mini course. Now, another thing I need to mention is that it's not that difficult to make an incredible freebie. Okay. It's actually a no-brainer. Now, I've built free mini courses, free guides, quizzes, checklists, etc. I've built it all and they all work. However, what works the best for a truck dispatching business, in my opinion, is a case study. And actually, that's exactly what I use currently in my truck dispatching business. And I'll show you how to copy mine in Dispatcher University in the paid program. Now, finally, the last thing I want to say is sales and marketing is a necessary skill that every entrepreneur has to learn in order to be successful. Okay. There's no getting around it. I think a lot of people are under the illusion that dispatching is the hard part about starting a truck dispatching business. It's not. Dispatching is very, very easy. The hard part is finding carriers to work with you and keeping those carriers on for a long period of time. And in this free mini course, when we talk about the traffic, I will give you all the tools and knowledge necessary to do both. Speaking of which, let's actually dive into the course curriculum. Let me just show you what you're going to get through this free mini course as well as in my paid program as well. So let's just start off with the free mini course. What's included in this? First and foremost, you're going through this video right now, which is the model. We're going to talk about the big picture planning. We already talked about that, and the dispatching business model that you need to follow step by step. So we've already covered this, and you also have access to it in the description below. In the next training video, we're going to cover the basics. So what is dispatching? How much can you make? And how to start from scratch. I'm going to give you a bunch of worksheets that you can go through. Just answer the questions. I will show you how to fill them out. And after you're done filling out those worksheets, you will essentially know everything you need to know to set up your business. Okay. What type of niche you should join, who you should dispatch for, how much money you should charge, what offer you should create, what your customer avatar looks like, what is your unique selling point in dispatching. We're going to cover all of this in the next training video. After that, we're going to talk about the traffic. So the 6 forms of traffic, what they are, and how you can find your first carrier for free. I will show you how you can do that in that training video. After that, we're going to talk about the funnel. So we're going to automate your entire business and turn leads into paying customers. And we'll set all this up for you in the trucking software that I've built. And then finally, we're going to talk about the service. So how do you actually find high paying loads? How do you actually dispatch? And what's next? What are the next steps you need to take? So that's essentially the free mini course that you're going through right now. And you can access that free mini course by going to skool.com/guild22, which is where you are right now. Now, after this, if you want to go into my paid university, my paid program for $97 a month, this is what you're going to get in it. In week 1, you're going to launch your business. In week 2, we're going to build your funnel step by step. In week 3, you're going to learn how to dispatch. Literally every single step that you need to take in order to dispatch, you will learn that in there. In week 4, you'll learn how to sell. You'll get all my contracts, all my templates, all my tools, how you can actually perform those sales calls, because I know a lot of you have never done a sales call before. So we'll talk about that in week 4. And then finally, how do you actually scale your business? How do you grow past $100,000 per year? And all of this will be included again in the Dispatcher University program, which costs $97 per month or $995 per year. Okay. And you can sign up for that if you're interested by going to skool.com/Dispatcher University. So yeah, that's really about it, guys. Let me just summarize all this up for you and give you your action steps for today. So first and foremost, I just want you to understand the big picture. Okay. Understand the big picture of your dispatching company, because this is your roadmap to success. If you build all these steps, you will find success in truck dispatching. It's that simple. Okay. The second thing I want you to do is actually complete the Chief Definite Aim worksheet. I will have that in the description. Go ahead, get access to it and fill it out. Okay. You need to define your goals and pursue them relentlessly if you are serious about, finding success in this industry. And finally, the last thing I want you to do is just to review the big picture daily. Just keep your eyes on the prize. Commit yourself fully to this mini course, because I'm being 100% honest with you. Going through this mini course and actually implementing everything that I'm teaching you could change the rest of your life. You have all the tools, you have all the knowledge you need in this free mini course, but you just need to implement it. Okay, just take action. So before we get into the quote of the day, a few more things for you. First and foremost, I would really appreciate it if you guys go to dispatcheruniversity.com/review and just leave a quick testimonial if you found any sort of value out of this free mini course, and you can win some special prizes if you do. Also, if you're interested, you can sign up for the full 5-week training program by going to skool.com/Dispatcher University. And if you don't make $5,000 per month within 6 months of joining, you will get all your tuition money back guaranteed. All you need to do is just finish the course, finish the homework, and provide a weekly update. And if you don't make $5,000 per month within 6 months, you will get 100% of your tuition money back. No one else is going to offer you anything like that. And you can get started for just $97 per month. Okay. It's the cheapest truck dispatching program on the market. And then finally, make sure you go to dispatcheruniversity.com/calendar to book your free one-on-one dispatch coaching call with one of my dispatch specialists. If you need some extra support with your truck dispatching business, or if you just have some questions that you need answered, you can book your free one-on-one dispatch coaching call with them. Okay. And there's only limited spots available. So if you go on there and you see that you can't really there's no open slots for you to book, just wait a day, come the next day and try again. We fill up on spots very, very quickly. So with all that out of the way, let's get into the quote of the day, which is by Alex Hormozi. And he says, "Give something away for free that people are used to paying money for." In this training video, we kind of emphasized the importance of providing value upfront. Because again, if we provide value for free, people will trust us. And because people trust us, they are much more willing to buy from us. I want you to keep that in mind as you make your way into the next training video, where we will actually build out our offer, build out our entire truck dispatching business. So just keep this in mind, okay? It's very, very important to give away something valuable for free. So with that being said, guys, let's get to work. You know your homework for the day. Download the big picture plan that we went through. I will have that in the description below. Make a copy of it, review it every single day, and also get access to the Chief Definite Aim worksheet and complete that. And once you've done both those things, I will see you in the next training video.